What's up, gang? Welcome to another episode of 16 Steps. This week we're going to be talking about the MicroScope mode on the sequencer of the Roland MC-909. Here we go. Okay, we're back again with the Roland MC-909, and today we're going to be looking at the MicroScope mode of the sequencer. If you need more information about the rest of the sequencer, you can go back to the previous video that I posted about the sequencer. It covers everything except MicroScope mode. So here we are with the sequence that I created in that video, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. This is the main sequencer page, and we'll go to MicroScope. And you can see up at the top it says MicroScope. It has the part that you have selected, and you can see that there is only some information on a few channels here, because these are the only channels that have information recorded. It tells you the part that you have selected, and it shows the patch name there. And then just under that we have the event list editor. So whenever you record MIDI data, you are recording the note on, the note off. You're going to record the value of the note, the velocity that that note was hit at, and then also any pitch bend, aftertouch, and then off velocity may be recorded as well. On here, it shows each event. So in this, we don't have any controller data or aftertouch data or pitch bend or anything like that going on. So it's very simple, which is great for the purposes of explaining this stuff. But if you take a look at any of the steps, you'll see here it has the exact time position that the event starts. It shows the part, the type of event, which this is a note, and then it shows the MIDI note number, which is any number from 0 to 127. Every single note has a value, and then it has the velocity, and then this is how long the note lasts for, and then this is the off velocity. So if you want to change a note on here, all you have to do is just highlight the note, and then what is this, a D? So you could change it to, let's say that's D2, that's D4. So we just transpose that note to 2 octaves up. So that should be really cool, right? If you want to change the velocity, doesn't matter what note you hit, but you can just change it by tapping. Duration time, not sure how that works. Clearly not the same though, right? But you can just if you wanted to like move to the next note, let's see, and then you wanted to change the duration of that note, look at that, make the note longer, make the note shorter. So you can also create events in here. So if you wanted to create another note, let's go ahead and create another note. Where do you want to put it? So if you see here, there's that line, and then this is highlighted. So if we move this, it's going to show where to create the next note, right? So let's go ahead and just put it right about there. That looks like a G. So let's go ahead and put in a G. Let's go down an octave. Maybe down another octave. G. Okay, so that put that note there. We can make the velocity all the way just like the rest of them, and then we can make the note value look more like the rest of the note values. And there's an extra note there, right? Cool. So there's another little note that we threw in there. The next thing that you can do is erase notes. There's an interesting way to do this. So let's go ahead and do what I'm talking about, because what you'll run into frequently, and this is more of like a practical thing, is you'll record stuff and then accidentally like double notes or something like that, or like record over something. So let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and record some notes in here, and I'm gonna use the wait note function that I talked about in the last video, which means that it's ready to record as soon as I hit a button. Another thing to note is that once you've hit the record button, if you make any adjustments to your sound, it will store that sound with the pattern, like the adjustment. So you'll see that this is going to be at a different value than the loaded patch. Okay, so let's make our little loop here. I'm going to do some eighth notes. I'm just going to jam on this A key for eighth notes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. I recorded over some notes that I played. So let's go in and edit the thing on MicroScope. So we're still on the same part, and you'll see that cutoff value got recorded right at the beginning, which is cool. So if you go into so that's what it sounds like on this pattern, right? However, if you go into the patch sample thing and reload this thing, that's what it normally sounds like. But we recorded that position into the recorder, which is cool and useful, so don't forget that tip. We're gonna go back to the MicroScope mode and look at some of these notes. So you'll notice every time you hit the cursor down button, it goes to the next note. However, you'll see here that it's like, it looks like it's going to another note, but it's not really, like those notes are overlapping. That's what's happened. Now I did this on purpose to demonstrate this, so you can just, whenever you have two notes occupying the same space like that, it just sounds weird. It won't sound right. So what you want to do is erase those extras. Some fancy sequencers just have a delete double function on them, which will allow you to automatically delete notes that happen at the same time. So that's how that works. That's erase. You can also move notes, and you can see here that little line is moving across the screen there. I hope that you can see that. So let's move our note back a little bit. Oh, look at that. Cool. And then you can copy a note, copy the whole event actually, and then you can place the event. Let's go ahead and place it a little bit over. So it puts it right there. So another thing to note is that this list editor, the event editor, it records all of those events, and they will display if they're recorded into the pattern. This is a list of all of the things that it will record. There's note, program change, control change, pitch bend, poly aftertouch, channel aftertouch, system exclusive, tempo change, and mute control. The view switch will, it tells you what you want to look at. So you may have like this huge long list of events and it's hard to get around in there, but this will let you select what you want to look at. So if you just wanted to look at your control change information, you can just turn that on, and there's our one control change event, right? One more thing on this, and I don't really find this super useful, but there's like vertical zoom in, and then you can see what the notes are, I guess. I don't understand. Not very useful, but it's there. And there's no horizontal, but being able to scroll by event makes it a little bit easier. And you can always do the view switch if you have a lot of controller data in there that you need to scroll through. But yeah, so that's how you edit the individual steps of events on here. And I hope that you found this useful. I'll see you right on the other side of this. Okay, so that about does it for the microscope mode on the MC-909. I hope you found this useful. Please don't forget to subscribe. Give me some likes if you like this stuff. And until next time, peace.